Welcome back, Cowboys Nation. The Dallas Cowboys are always looking for ways to improve both on and off the field as they aim to bring home the success that fans have been waiting for. If you love hearing the latest exclusive updates about America's team, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content. Let's dive into today's big story: Micah Parsons and his potential contract extension before training camp. There's no denying that Micah Parsons has become one of the premier defensive talents in the NFL since he was drafted. With 52.5 sacks in just 4 seasons, Parsons has earned his place as a cornerstone of the Cowboys' defense. His explosive, edge-rushing ability and game-changing plays have made him an invaluable asset to the team. Unsurprisingly, both the Cowboys' front office and Parsons himself have expressed mutual interest in keeping the all-pro linebacker in Dallas for the long haul. But of course, keeping a star like Parsons means negotiating a long-term contract. That's expected to make him one of the highest-paid defensive players in the league. Recently, Parsons spoke to ESPN's Todd Archer, sharing his hope that a deal could be reached before training camp kicks off in late July. "I would think or hope we can get something done before then," Parsons said. The Cowboys' ownership, led by Jerry Jones, has echoed similar sentiments. Jones has frequently described Parsons as a pillar of the organization, mentioning him alongside Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb as critical to the Cowboys' future. However, negotiations can be tricky. As Archer pointed out, CeeDee Lamb's contract talks followed a similar path, with mutual optimism early on but ultimately dragging into late August before the two sides reached an agreement. It's not uncommon for these types of deals to take time, but locking down Parsons sooner would provide significant advantages. First, an early extension could lower Parsons' cap hit for the 2025 season, giving the Cowboys more flexibility to pursue additional talent in free agency. Additionally, resolving Parsons' contract situation before camp would help the team avoid any lingering storylines about a potential holdout, which could disrupt team chemistry. While Parsons hasn't explicitly threatened a holdout, his past attendance at off-season programs has been described as spotty. The Cowboys likely want to avoid any scenario where contract disputes impact his participation or the team's preparation for the upcoming season. Given his accolades and production, Parsons is expected to command a contract comparable to other elite defensive players. Recent deals for players like TJ Watt and Nick Bosa have set the bar high, and Parsons' camp will surely be looking for a similar payday. A new deal could see Parsons earning upwards of $30 million per season, making him one of the highest-paid defenders in NFL history. That's a hefty price tag, but one that reflects his immense value to the team. Switching gears to another update, right guard Brock Hoffman found himself in the spotlight after receiving a $5,220 fine for unsportsmanlike conduct during the Cowboys' Week 18 game against the Washington Commanders. The incident occurred during a field goal attempt when Hoffman appeared to grab Commanders' defensive tackle Darren Payne, leading Payne to retaliate with a punch. Payne was flagged for unnecessary roughness, benefiting the Cowboys with a 15-yard penalty, but Hoffman's fine suggests that the league didn't overlook his actions. Despite the fine, Hoffman has been a bright spot on the offensive line, stepping up admirably following Zach Martin's season-ending injury. He's proven himself to be a fierce competitor, but his aggressive style of play has led to penalties, something the coaching staff will need to address to strike a balance between intensity and discipline. So here's where things get interesting. Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy, two key figures in shaping the Cowboys' future, are apparently in talks for a contract extension, or so says our trusted insider Mike Fisher from Cowboys Country. ComEd Fisher, who's been covering the Cowboys for over 35 years, reports that these conversations have been ongoing as part of a broader discussion about evaluations and negotiations. Meanwhile, NFL Network's Tom Pelissero chimed in, saying that Friday marked a pivotal moment with contract talks officially underway. According to Pelissero, Jones and McCarthy are both open to moving forward together, which is a positive sign for those hoping to see McCarthy remain at the helm. But wait, because here comes ESPN's Adam Schefter to flip the script. He claims there haven't been any substantial discussions about McCarthy's contract. In fact, he says it's in question whether the two sides will reach a new agreement before McCarthy's current deal expires on Tuesday. Schefter even hints at communication issues between McCarthy and the front office, which directly contradicts the reports from Fisher and Pelissero. Let's break this down, Cowboys fans. Why are we seeing such wildly different narratives? First, Fisher believes Jerry Jones views all these conversations as part of a continuous process, from evaluations to negotiations, and insists there's no animosity between the two parties. Second, Pelissero's report could be reflecting McCarthy's perspective, especially given his strong working relationship with the coach. If Friday marked a major turning point for discussions, it might be because McCarthy sees that as the moment things got serious. And then we have Schefter's take. Some skeptics believe he's simply passing along messages from agents trying to create leverage in the negotiations. This isn't the first time Schefter has been accused of stirring the pot for the sake of generating pressure. To add another twist, Schefter previously linked McCarthy to the New Orleans Saints. He claimed McCarthy had the freedom to explore other head coaching opportunities, including a potential return to New Orleans, where he once coached. But here's the kicker. There's been no indication that the Saints have reached out to McCarthy. Some speculate this was simply a strategic move by McCarthy's agent, Don Yee, to push Jerry Jones into action. It's no secret that contract negotiations can be a chess game, and this might be just another move on the board. So what does this all mean for the Cowboys and McCarthy? If talks fall apart, McCarthy becomes a free agent when his contract expires on Tuesday. There's no denying he's a respected coach who would likely have suitors if things don't work out in Dallas. However, with Fisher and Pelissero both confident that conversations are ongoing, it seems more likely that a deal will get done. After all, McCarthy has led the team to some strong seasons and has earned Jerry Jones' praise alongside franchise cornerstones like Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. Signing McCarthy to a new deal sooner rather than later could also provide some stability heading into the offseason, helping the Cowboys focus on roster moves and strategy without the cloud of uncertainty. With the Cowboys watching the playoffs from home, all eyes are on the offseason. The team's front office will need to address key issues, including securing Parsons' long-term extension to solidify the defense, developing discipline on the offensive line while retaining Hoffman's competitive edge, reevaluating offensive strategies to ensure the team returns to playoff contention. We've shared our thoughts, but now we want to hear from you. What do you think about Micah Parsons' potential extension? Should the Cowboys lock him in as soon as possible or wait to see how negotiations play out? And what about Brock Hoffman's playing style? Do you think it's an asset or a liability for the offensive line? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all things Dallas Cowboys. We'll see you next time. And as always, go Cowboys.